since I thought that we're supposed to talk about travelings and cultures, I was about to reflect on my life and my travelings and to track what changes did I get and what can I manage to learn from everything. Once I found my sincere passion, and it's working with the children, and I grew up from a regular counselor in a summer camp to a head of educational department, and it was a great life-changing experience. I set up language camp and football camps for bringing coaches and native speakers to Moscow, and then we were traveling abroad. We went to the UK, to the United States, and to Cyprus, and there were also trips to South Africa and to Australia, but I didn't manage to go there, unfortunately. Traveling together with the children brings you a lot of challenges, so you have to not only take care of their lives, but also motivate them to experience new cultures, to learn new mentalities, to deal with new people, and it's really interesting because you help them with a new experience that is absolutely various and different for them. They try it for the first time, and you are kind of like mentoring them. And you take the campers, taking the campers to different countries also gives you a lot of new, this is the highest level of the responsibility, but you also need to be real, because the kids don't accept fake. So you look at them and you enjoy the life, how they enjoy it, and you just do the same. This is my Indian experience. I went to Punjabi school to teach English, and it was a great experience because I ended up living in an Indian family, the headmaster's family, and it was great because there's so much care I didn't even experience even from my own parents. And I say that India is one of the countries everyone should go at least once, because it's a great nation and people are so happy, and they sometimes don't have any shelter or food, but they will still be very proud with their life and with their culture and nation, and that's really great. It's infectious, so you just learn it from them as well. The same thing about going to Middle East, because it's new challenges, because sometimes you need to share more than possess, and sometimes you also need to learn how to enjoy simple things, like such as having potatoes as the only food available for days. And this is a bit challenging. It's not like traveling to the Western world. Another great experience I had is volunteering. I've made quite a few numbers of camps, international work camps. What is the work camp? It's a group of 10-15 people gathering together for a few weeks to make some socially significant job. And this job is not paid, but the campers are provided with the food and with the housing, and sometimes with some extra money for local trips. And the work can be absolutely different. You can pick up strawberries in Finland, or make fences in Germany, or renovate the ancient castle in France, or you can go for a social center to work with handicapped people. And this is really interesting because you learn a lot. You learn like everything. It's a small copy of the whole world. People from different countries meet together and they live together for a few weeks, and they cook together international food, they practice languages. That's really interesting. It's actually pretty priceless. Another experience I had in my life, I worked for the Winter Olympics, and it was great because the first time when I worked for the huge system and seeing how a huge machine containing of small tiny parts work together, and then how you create a really priceless experience for people who enjoyed it, that's really interesting. And the huge result which we all got was really inspiring. I never knew that working for a huge system and a huge machine can be really so personally motivating. And one of my turning points, the last one which happened to me, was when I moved to Georgia. I traveled a lot before, and before I moved here I've been to Georgia around 6 times, and I was traveling a lot in the country, and after I moved I also traveled a lot, and even now I have a huge list of the places to go. And I started to travel abroad less because I still want to travel more in this country. And sometimes that's how you learn that to get new experiences and new adventures, you don't need to go half across the world. And so gathering these all experiences together, this is how I came up to what I am right now. And this is how I came to making ice cream. It is not just a product to us, there is a whole philosophy and whole world behind it, because making ice cream is not actually that simple. I always say that having ice cream takes usually around 3 minutes, and making ice cream takes around 3 days. And every single scoop and every single smile that we get back really matters to us. And we make everything handmade, right on spot, from scratch, using all natural local ingredients. And this is something that we're really proud of. And when people come back to us, we're just glad to see them again. And all these smiles, this is something, how it all works. And we're really proud. We're quite small, we're just 3 months old, and it's already a great experience, great time, and really looking forward for the next summer season. And I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, traveling and discovering new cultures, of course, widen our horizons. And life itself is a huge adventure and a huge trip. It's a great trip, and who knows how many curls it still brings us. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.